So, welcome back to the Willow Forms Instructional. We are going to do Taeguek Pal Jang. Taeguek Pal Jang is the 8th in the series of forms, and if you're learning this form, you're getting ready to test for your black belt. So congratulations. We normally don't go over the attrition figures in martial arts because we don't want to lose students right away. But of every 10,000 students that start a martial arts program, within the first 6 months, half of them are gone. Within the first year, 2/3 of them are gone. And of the 10,000 students who start a martial arts program, 100 will go on to get their black belt. So you're 100 out of 10,000 people if you successfully attain your black belt. Out of that 100, 10 will progress past first degree black belt. Of that 10, 4 will go on to be instructors. So you can see what a high attrition rate they have in martial arts. So we don't tell you about that in the beginning because we don't want to discourage anyone. So this is Taeguek Pal Jang. And the one thing I like about the Taegueks is they all progress. The Pagways are kind of not necessarily progress, but the Taegueks all progress, which is the nice thing about these forms. So like every other time we've done these, I'm going to start out from your perspective first, then I'm going to go to the side, and then I'm going to go to the front. GB. Hit. PA. GB. All right, now the form is going to start out, you're going to go and step forward with the left foot into a back stance with an assisted middle block, palm out. Then you're going to slide the foot over and do a reverse punch. Now, in one movement, you're going to do a jump front snap kick with a ki. You come down and you immediately execute an inside middle block, double punch, slide the foot forward, punch. Now, you're going to transition into a mountain block with sort of a narrow front stance. When we used to do this, your foot used to be over here and it used to slide. However, one of the black belts reading the book saw the book that we use, the feet just pivot when they turn around. So when you get into this stance, you're actually going to move the foot to where it's already behind when you do the mountain block. So you can see the mountain block. Then you're going to pivot your feet and do the slow uppercut. So now, when you transition to the other side, you step, but this foot, instead of coming over here, comes back. And then you do the mountain block again. And again, you just pivot the feet. And then spinning on the left foot, you're going to spin into a back stance with a middle double pseudo. You're going to slide the left foot over and execute a reverse punch. Front snap kick, but you retract it. And you're going to come back 1, 2, cat stance, palm block, which you'll get a better visual of from the front when I turn around. Then you're going to execute a cat stance to the left with a middle double pseudo. Front snap kick, come over into a front stance with a reverse punch, and then come back into a cat stance with a palm block. To the other side, we're going to execute a cat stance with a middle double pseudo. Execute a front snap kick, come down into a front stance with a reverse punch. Then come back into a cat stance with a push block. The push block ends about the middle part of your body. Then we're going to go to the back and do a back stance with a assisted low block, front snap kick, hold it up, jump forward with the jump front snap kick, and then I do an inside maki, reverse punch. Up! All right. Then I'm going to execute a turn, or a 270-degree turn into a back stance with a single pseudo. Slide the foot over, elbow smash, back fist, regular punch. And then over here to this side, I do the same. Single pseudo, slide the foot over into a front stance, elbow smash, back fist, regular punch. Be hit. Yay. Now I'm going to do it from the side. You can see this is a much more complicated form, but it's progressed through il, yi, sam, sa. So it's not that much more difficult than Shilchung. So I'm going to slide into a back stance with an assisted middle block, palm down or palm out. Slide the foot over and execute a reverse punch. Now in one movement, I'm going to do a jump front snap kick with a ki. Come down, inside maki, double punch. Slide the foot forward and punch. Now again, we're going to execute this 270-degree turn into this sort of narrow front stance with a mountain block. And then I'm just going to pivot my feet and execute a slow uppercut. Then I'm going to step, and then move my foot back as I execute a mountain block. And then I just pivot my feet as I do the uppercut. Now I'm going to spin around on the left foot as I execute a double middle, double pseudo. I slide the foot over into a front stance with a reverse punch. Then I'm going to do a front snap kick, step back into a cat stance, and execute a middle palm block. Now I'm going to do a cat stance to the left as I do a middle double pseudo, front snap kick, and then I put the foot down over here in a front stance with a reverse punch, and then I come back to a cat stance with a push block. Now to the other side. I'm in a cat stance with the middle double pseudo. I'm going to do a front snap kick, back into a front stance with a reverse punch, back into a cat stance with a push block. Then I'm going to go to the back, into a back stance with an assisted low block. A front snap kick into a jump front snap kick with an inside maki reverse punch. Okay. Up. Then I'm going to execute a 270-degree turn into a back stance with a single pseudo. Slide the foot over into a front stance with an elbow smash, back fist, regular punch. And going to the other side. Slide the foot out into a back stance with a single pseudo, single outside pseudo. Slide the foot over into a front stance, elbow smash, back fist, regular punch. Jimmy. Chad? Yay. Before I do it from the judge's perspective, on the back fist, so this back fist is like the one you do in Taeguek Pal Jang, the first one, which we call the silent elbow, because it comes up and it's a true elbow strike. So you kind of turn the wrist in a little bit, back fist, and then regular punch. If it was a forearm smash, it'd be more like this. This is an elbow. So you turn over and the striking point is that point of the elbow. So let me do it from the judge's perspective, looking forward. Jimmy. Chad. Yay. Jimmy. So I step forward into a back stance with an assisted outside middle block. We call it palm down or palm out. Slide the foot over and do a reverse punch. Now, in one motion, you do a jump front snap kick. Fight! followed by an inside maki, double punch, slide forward, punch. Now we're going to execute the 270-degree turn into sort of this narrow, wide front stance with a mountain block. So we got a low block here and a high middle block here. Just pivot the feet and you do a slow uppercut. Then step in front, the right foot comes back, so all you have to do is pivot your feet and you execute a mountain block. And you pivot the feet around and you execute an uppercut. Now you're going to spin around on the left foot into a back stance with a middle double pseudo. Then you're going to slide the foot over and do a reverse punch, front snap kick, and you step back into a cat stance with a push block. Then we do a 90-degree turn to the left into a cat stance with a middle double pseudo, front snap kick into a front stance with a reverse punch, back into cat stance with a push block. 180-degree turn to the right with a cat stance and a middle double pseudo, front snap kick into a front stance, reverse punch, back into a cat stance with a push block. 90-degree turn to the right into a back stance with a middle or with a assisted low block. Then you're going to do a front snap kick, hold it up into a jump front snap kick, come down in an inside maki, reverse punch kiai. Up. 270-degree turn. The single outside pseudo. In a back stance, you're going to slide over into a front stance, elbow smash back fist, regular punch. To the other side, you're going to come into a back stance with a single outside pseudo, slide the foot over into a front stance, elbow smash back fist, regular punch. 준비. Jet. So, now we've covered all 8 Taeguks. You're getting ready for your black belt test. I wish you well. I look forward to seeing you at the black belt board.